In the race for governor, Democratic candidate Katie Hobbs released a statement urging people to vote for a leader who will fight for their freedoms. While Republican candidate Carrie Lake says she is pro-life and believes life starts at conception. It's an Oklahoma case, but its impact is being felt in states and tribal lands nationwide. The picket you see beside me is just one of 11 that are planned across the U.S. today. Airline workers are demanding a new contract and have experienced things like passenger aggression, reroutes, and delays. President Donald Trump tweeted Monday that he's eager to get out of here and get back on the campaign trail. Several schools have decided to take extra safety precautions in order to protect staff members. For the Tucson Unified School District, this means directing all meetings online and limiting parent pickups to the parking lot. We've been spoiled with cold temperatures lately, and even more outdoor-friendly weather is on its way. Evan Liss is in the Weather Center with more. After Ruth Bader Ginsburg's death, the main thing on people's minds is voting and how to honor her legacy in the upcoming election. One stop on the tour that is considered a crowd favorite is the Birdcage Theater, one of the most haunted places in the town. Thousands of airline workers and flight attendants picketed across the nation over working conditions today. I talked to workers at Sky Harbor to find out what they are demanding. Chants and cheers. This is what could be heard today from Terminal 4 at Sky Harbor, with dozens of airline workers turning to the picket lines for change.
It's been wrong for way too long. It's time for Southwest Airlines to make it right.
Members of the union that represent flight attendants are demanding new contracts after experiencing many complications due to the pandemic, including rude passengers.
That unruliness is directed at flight attendants because we are the face of the airline.
And this is just one of the many issues. Airline workers say they face delays, reroutes, airline technology failures, and even threats of pay cuts. Southwest Airlines says in a statement that they respect their employees and encourage them to express their opinions. They also say they do not anticipate any disruptions in service as these are off-duty flight attendants. The union and Southwest are continuing negotiations, and Missoni says they are speaking out not only for themselves, but for their passengers.
We're advocating for our customer too, because if we fix the operational problems, that also fixes it for the customer.
Today's picket in Phoenix was one of 11 the union planned at airports across the country. It doesn't look like it now, but just 48 hours ago, the street behind me was packed with people celebrating Joe Biden's apparent victory, all within an earshot of the White House and President Donald Trump. It had all the feel of a massive block party, as thousands gathered here at Black Lives Matter Plaza in Washington to celebrate. After news outlets declared Biden the winner Saturday morning, many D.C. residents spontaneously took their enthusiasm to the streets.
Hearing the noise and excitement that was going on outside, it was hard to not be a part of this.
Mixed in with the excitement after days of anxiously watching the vote was another emotion: relief.
A sense of relief. I have been praying for days. I haven't slept for 2 or 3 days. The fact that we've been able to declare winners has been really a relief.
Missing from the crowd here were any Trump supporters or counter-protesters. The celebration here was raucous, but peaceful.
I cannot express or figure out the last time that it was like this sort of environment for everyone living in D.C.
There's a lot of relief, there's a lot of happiness, there's a lot of joy, and I think sharing that with everyone who is either in D.C., is traveling from D.C., has just really felt comforting, and I'm really excited just about, what the next 4 years can bring.
Monica Wong was visiting friends in D.C. when she heard the news and could not wait to join the celebration.
Like 2 cups of coffee, high on caffeine, and just ready to run down here. And that's what I've been doing all day.
Not all people here are sold on Biden, but many said they voted for change and are looking forward to what the next 4 years will bring.
Less partisanship in Congress is really what I'm hoping for.
Amid most of the chanting, there was one message the celebrators wanted to get across.
This is what democracy looks like.
Global reaction to Saturday's announcement was also mixed. While some leaders have said they look forward to working with the Biden administration, the president of Mexico said today that he wants to wait until U.S. authorities decide the winner. In Washington, Carolina Hassett, Cronkite News.
The attacker is in the window right now watching us. It is angry.
It's the time of year where many people are eager to come in contact with the paranormal.
You saw the curtains move? That's not uncommon.
And the city of Tombstone is the perfect place to potentially come in contact with the afterlife.
Any town that has a myth or a legend is good for a tour, and this town certainly has that.
The Wild West town relies heavily on tourism and is still recovering from the impact of COVID-19.
It kind of became a ghost town in a way. I mean, it was a tough year here.
However, the town has seen more people coming back recently, with help from friends on the other side.
And it's also got a reputation for being haunted. So people definitely want to come back. It's just a question of how quickly and when.
Freaky Foot Tours in Flagstaff say they are thriving after extending tours beyond October this year.
In the 3 weeks we operated last October, we had over 1,000% increase in business from our previous year. And we're on track to have a 700% increase this year from last year.
But Jones also thinks his tours attract a large crowd because of something else.
Things that create ghosts generally aren't like happy stories. So there's also a lot of true crime. There's a lot to get out of it, regardless of what you're into.
And a lot of those tourism dollars come from locals.
We have a lot of people who just drift down from other parts of Arizona who say, you know, I've lived here all my life and I've seen the movie Tombstone a million times, but I've never been to Tombstone.
But there seems to be one place many of the tourists want to visit. One stop on the tour that is considered a crowd favorite is the Birdcage Theater, one of the most haunted places in the town, where up to 29 entities have been detected. In Tombstone, Carolina Hassett, Cronkite News.